It is a draft holiday today.
Yeah!
We got some Cowboys news on who they've been visiting with. The beast is dropping. So we have a big day for NFL draft things, and Clarence will put down his phone and we'll start the show. Meow. Welcome in, everybody, to the DLLS Cowboys podcast presented by FanDuel Predicts. Take a position on the spread, total points, or the winning team. Follow the action in real time. Also, we want you to join us at WinStar World Casino and Resort for the NFL Draft, baby. It is free to come up and watch. We'll have some giveaways that people will automatically be signed up for when they RSVP. We also got a new hat that's going to be dropping, and if you RSVP, you can get that for $10 off the regular price.
Come on now.
Check alldlls.com.
We
Check
gonna
the
be
description.
there.
We're going to be doing the, we're going to have our draft party on Thursday at WinStar World Casino and Resort. Yeah.
You're part of it. You're part of this.
Yeah.
We're going to do the drive show, then we hitting the tables.
Are we hitting the table?
We are hitting the tables.
We're not working at risk.
No. Who's not coming?
Who's not coming?
Oh, you won't be
You're
there.
not even going to be there.
Y'all ain't working at risk.
I don't know what
I don't
that
do
is.
I don't do the machines.
Oh, the machines?
Man, that's what old folks do, man. They be on that
We're not
thing.
old.
Have you seen them slot machines?
We're not old.
Ding, 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 ding. That's all they gonna be doing. Working that wrist, baby.
I'm a
Working
skill
that
guy.
wrist.
I'm a skill guy, not a look
we
guy.
work at tables, baby.
Working that wrist, baby.
Oh, I'm a skill guy. I'm a skill
Hit me.
guy.
Give me 20 on the yo. Yeah.
It's good to see you guys. Yeah, it is a NFL draft holiday today. It's a big day, and we're going to get our show started. My name is Jeff. I'm a lick it off guy, and I am next to
No, hold
former.
on. Wait a second.
Oh,
What areas are we talking about?
I don't remember what that's from.
Okay.
So
it's a catch-all.
Oh, it was after I'm eating food off my fingers.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what it was about. I
But you're
remember.
not technically, if you were.
I'm next to former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holley.
I love a good glizzy.
He does, and
I do.
he
I do.
does.
I do. Knife and fork.
And he's next to the greatest beat writer of the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Clarence.
That's a good threesome.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
this thing is going downhill, bro.
Hit the like button on your way in, please.
I've had nothing to do with all of this double entendres they're using today.
No.
It ain't me.
No, you would never.
I'm
we-
talking about today.
Can we put a rule in?
This
Can we put-
time.
Can we put a show rule in?
Yeah,
This is a show clearance rule. Can we put
Okay.
a show clearance rule in?
I think so.
Because I forgot to address this yesterday, and I was reminded of it this morning
How was you reminded of anything this morning about yesterday's show about me?
because it happened right before our show was about to come on. And it's starting to tick me off.
Okay.
It is.
All right.
What are you talking about? First of all,
When we have guests on our show, people take their time out of their day. They wake up.
Did he do it again?
They put on T-shirts. They sometimes dogging underneath it. We let that slide.
Did he do it again?
He did it yesterday.
Ooh,
Can you not be on your phone when we have guests?
is that what we're talking about?
That's
we
what we're
should.
talking
We've
about.
talked. Jesse and I have talked about it before.
Can
Why
we?
y'all be talking about me?
Can we-
without me?
Because we have to decide if we have to confront you, but it's incredibly disrespectful. We're all
That's
on
my
camera
dude.
talking to a guest,
I
and
was
you're like
talking
this.
to the chat.
You do it to every
I was talking
guest
to
we
the
have.
chat. Y'all
When-
would do it.
When
He was.
I was engaging with the
when-
chat people.
Can we
come
make
on.
that a show rule?
Okay, fine.
If boss said I can't wear hoochie daddy shorts on
Yeah.
this set no more,
I mean, first of all, that's because you was.
can we make
that
this a
was-
show rule?
You know the funny thing about it?
It better be funny
You got banned from Hoochie Daddy Shorts
because of the people on your Facebook page.
before you
Yeah.
start front twerking.
Yeah,
we weren't even
That's
dancing
true.
front twerking back
That's true.
then.
That's
When
true.
you got banned from wearing your
You
shorts.
notice how they don't ban the front twerk?
They don't.
They haven't banned that.
They haven't.
Jesse's top half isn't even on screen when he dances. It's only bottom half. And
And
nobody
that's
said
accepted.
anything. That's fine.
But the hoochie daddy shorts,
But you can't have a thigh out.
you can't have a thigh, can't have a print showing.
That's crazy.
That is insane. Can we make this a
crazy.
show rule?
Sure.
Showroom.
Sure.
All right, anyway.
You're not gonna shake on it?
Trick Daddy.
No. You're not gonna shake it? No, I don't want to trick daddy. You're gonna shake on
Trick
it?
Daddy. We can make a show rule, but I can't
All
hurt
right,
it.
man.
It's my nature. You know,
Come
my
on,
nature
man.
gonna be my nature. You know.
All right, bro.
We can do the show
Just don't
rule.
do it in front of. Just don't do it.
I
in front
was,
of
you know,
guests.
first of all, I love John, and that's why I can joke with him. We got a good
Yeah,
relationship.
no, that's fine.
And so I was not
It's
intentionally
not
disrespectful.
John.
But that's what it
No,
was.
not John. We're saying when we have a guest on.
Well, he was a guest. I'm going back.
No.
He was
He's talking about
yesterday.
John Owning.
Oh, John Owning. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he
it's
was
every
good.
guest. Yeah, it's every guest. You're just staring at your phone until it's your turn to ask a question.
G and Ben said I'd rather have shorts front twerking than pop on his phone.
It's fair.
Fair point.
Why y'all looking at me? You didn't. You could have.
Yeah.
Zach
And
said,
the great thing about it is owned his ears yesterday.
yeah.
He posted a picture of Dumbo on Twitter.
Well, they're his. I don't know how you don't own.
Oh, come on. Some people don't own their
Yourself.
stuff. I mean, Jesse won't own his forehead.
No, I own that.
Are you on your forehead?
Of course, I've always. If you look at anyone in my family,
We are a strong show for forehead.
if you look at anyone in my family,
Yeah, we're a strong.
this is
forehead
a
show.
staple in the
It's a
Holly
staple,
family.
right, baby?
This is a staple in the Holly family.
Yeah.
You don't have one of these.
Yeah.
You're not like old folks.
Yeah.
When the baby come,
Yeah.
they be like, "Nah, he ain't got our nose. He ain't got our."
Yeah.
This right here
The
is how you
forehead,
tell.
right? Yeah. The whole
So
family,
anyway,
a family full of six heads.
our
Full
news
of us.
of the Cowboys day, things that Jeff cares about.
11:07.
You can
Oh, we
somebody
haven't done the birthday shout out.
some
have
happy
to do
birthday, happy birthday to the best Cowboys receiver on the roster. Who do you think it is, chat? When I say the best Cowboys receiver is celebrating
Being
birthday
messy
today?
right now.
Wide receiver number 1.
Why y'all being messy? Why y'all doing Pickens like this?
I just wanted to celebrate
Wanna
CD's
see what
birthday.
you would say.
Happy birthday to CD.
Why
That's all.
couldn't you say happy birthday to CD?
Happy birthday to Savone Revel as well.
Savone Rebel. And yesterday was Tony Dorsett's birthday.
Happy birthday to Tony. He's alive.
Wow.
And Patrick
Wow,
Craig's
you can't
birthday
do
was
that, man.
yesterday.
You can't do that. His
TC's
son might be
birthday.
watching. You know, Anthony?
He played a long time ago, right?
Nah, Anthony's still alive.
No, he asked if Tony was alive, but you can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. He's still alive.
That's all I needed was yes, he is.
You didn't know he was still.
Look, I'm not good at alive or not. I think I accidentally killed Uncle Phil on the radio years ago, and he might actually be gone now.
Uncle Phil's dead.
Yeah,
He's now
but
gone.
he wasn't
At that
when I
time, he
put him
wasn't.
down.
No, he wasn't.
No.
I remember that.
Tony
He
did 72. He's
what?
good.
He's
Okay.
72.
Oh yeah, he got another good 11. He got another 11 in him.
72, he good.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Sorry about that.
Papa
guys.
Revel, I ain't seen you in the chat in a long time.
See,
Where
there
you
you
at,
go.
man?
Can we
Come
can,
holler
okay,
at us,
okay,
man.
okay, can
It's
we
in
do
the
this?
Facebook group.
Can we not
Okay, the show still hasn't started.
disrespect family members and players?
All I said was I
You
haven't
got a
seen him in
history
the
of
Just
going
chat.
out
asking
there.
where he
Where
is.
you at, brother?
Man,
Come
we
holler at
want
us.
the
We
family in the
family.
chat.
We family.
You know, I saw Zeke's mom at the airport when I was coming back the other day.
Of course
I'm
you
like,
did.
You all how would you never
Do you
really-
have the Find My Friends app, and it's every female relative of every
Yes.
former cowboy and cowboy?
she was at the airport.
You just open Find My Friends, and it's like, oh, looky there.
When I
Duran Bland's auntie is at Terminal 6.
When she came back from the owners, when I came back from the owners meeting, she was getting her bag. She had just come back from a trip.
She lives here.
I know. That's what I saw her.
Was it to Arizona? Did you meet her there?
Mama, I see what you
No,
did there.
no,
I
no.
see what you did there.
Love,
I
Don.
see what you
She's
did.
on another.
You know, you reporters. You know, you reporters.
No, that's not what happened.
Uh-huh.
She's on another trip with some other players' moms. Noah Brown's mom. They're on a trip now.
Yeah.
You know, I saw it on her social media.
Mama E's cool. I like Dawn.
She's very good. Don's awesome.
Dawn's awesome.
All right, somebody put as a comment on this, not in the chat, as a comment, the show starts about 9.5 minutes in, just because, people like to be able to fast forward sometimes. Nate says somebody get the timestamp ready. The news of the Cowboys day is I'll reset because somebody did say it's their favorite show, but you need like a year and a half of lore to know everything that's going on. You know, you have to know the background to understand what in the heck is happening on our show sometimes. To reset, every NFL team gets to bring 30 different people before the draft, 30 different prospects to their facility. They go through like a car wash at your facility. You meet with Will McClay, you talk to the scouts, you talk to the defensive coordinator, you end up in Jerry's office. You get to do all these different things. But you only get to pick 30 of the guys, right? And so we track that list. A lot of times your first-round pick is going to come off of that list. A lot of time, quite a few of your picks will come off of that list. Yep. So the Cowboys got a brand new name that visited with them yesterday. That would be Brandon Cisse, the cornerback from South Carolina. He was visiting with the Cowboys yesterday. There are other names that have been added in the last day or two that I don't know that we've talked about, so I'm just going to throw them all at you. Texas A&M pass rusher Cassius Howell has been a recent visitor to the Dallas Cowboys. San Diego State cornerback Chris Johnson has been a recent visit to the Cowboys. If you want to get messy, Jesse. Louisville wide receiver Chris Bell has been a visitor to the Dallas Cowboys.
He's a big boy, right?
I'd love to take some time and talk about Chris Bell.
He's a big boy.
Now, he'll be a red shirt, I would imagine. He was a November ACL tear. But, man, when you talk about some A.J. Brown, it's like, give me a scout report. Well, he runs off the ball, and he either runs a slant or he takes a few more steps before he runs across the field. Then you throw it to him, and then he either smashes through somebody or runs away from everybody, and he is big. He's super fun. I like him.
He ran track, too.
Did he? I mean, he can run.
He ran away from a couple. Yeah,
he's about 220, and he can run.
I think he had some track history, like some sprint history.
Chris Bell, if he did not have a torn ACL, where I think he's going to be a red shirt, would be a top 4 wide receiver for me.
Wow.
Top 4, top 5. Instead, I think I still have him as like number 6 or 7. I don't think he's available with your third-round pick, but if he was, let's go. My guy, Traden Stukes, old man from Arizona. He's like 24, probably a 25-year-old rookie. But he's one of those nickel guys that the Cowboys would be interested in. Plays the slot, loves to hit people, has played a whole bunch of football. He'd be really fun for the Cowboys. I dare the league to let him get to 92. We need to trade around in this draft. We need to move around. We need more picks. We need lots of picks. We got the wrong year to have 2 in the first. We need 5 in the second. I need 5 second-round picks. I'm going to go get your players, okay?
Well, especially since that 20 pick is going to be a second-round pick.
It'll be a second-round grade, most likely, yeah. I believe I have a grand total of 11 first-round grades in this draft.
Right.
And I think last night I counted I have like 44 second-round grades.
Wow.
So yeah, I want to get to there. And we need the right stuff to happen in the first round. So yeah, their visitor list has, let me see here, linebacker, edge, linebacker, safety, corner, wide receiver, safety, edge, corner, wide receiver, corner, linebacker, corner, edge, safety, edge, D-line. So a bunch of pass rushers, a bunch of secondary players, a couple of wide receivers. And so that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing with their visits is they are looking for pass rush. They are looking for secondary help. And they are sprinkling in just a little bit of wide receiver. If maybe somebody that they really like is available at the right spot, maybe we could think about it. Omar Cooper is the other wide receiver, and he's probably a first-round pick. So
20?
I could do it at 20. Well, let me check because finally I stopped being lazy. I stopped being lazy and I stacked them up. Omar Cooper is my player 19.
I think the Cowboys are definitely going to take a cornerback in this draft. Multiple cornerbacks in this draft.
And they should.
And they probably, I would not be shocked if they took 2 cornerbacks in the first round of this draft. But if they do not.
There's just
and they grab a receiver pretty high.
That's not good.
That is going to be that is all the signs that I need to know.
Let's cook.
That George probably won't be here.
That George is in his last year.
In his last year. So
at least in his last year.
Let's talk about that, though. And I know we got 50 seconds.
We both looked immediately at the same place. When Clarence gears up to start a conversation, Jesse and I look at the clock and at each other.
Man?
We have to go to break in 30 seconds.
To start a conversation at 4:14, 14:14 is crazy because you're going to get it off and then you want us to respond to it.
We'll do it the next segment. We'll do it the next segment. But you know what?
Let me quarterback this for you,
You
Clarence.
can do it next segment. I just want to say
there's another branch to this topic tree that Clarence Hill would like to get going, and we will visit that, plus talk about Dane Brugler's beast Get you ready for Whiteboard Wednesday. All of that. Hit the like button, please, is next. You can predict the playoff action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. All you have to do is sign up and get your $25 bonus. You follow all the playoff dishes, swishes, wishes, and misses. Every move is a potential plot twist. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Where one run, one rebound, one shot changes everything from opening tip to the final buzzer. Stay locked in with every pass, every play, and every moment that moves us closer to crowning a champion. Sign up now for your $25 bonus on FanDuel Predicts. Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant, 18 and up. Bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms. Branded Bills. These are my homies. Check out the hat I got on today. I love my Branded Bills hat. This is the one that I've been rocking for over a year now. I love this hat. I love the quality they got. I don't know why I'm such a sucker for the little rope thing. I think it's because you never know when you're going to need a rope. You know, you could always need to climb a wall, pull somebody out of a ditch. And so I like to have a little rope on my hat just in case. Whether you're looking for a snapback, a trucker, a fitted, a beanie, a t-shirt, Branded Bills, they got you covered with performance and style. You want to make something custom? You got your little brand you're running? Not a problem. Branded Bills got you covered there with the best custom headwear. Start and order. Their dedicated team's going to help you create the exact custom apparel you need. They got a partnership with 40 colleges for their campus collection, and those things are sweet. TCU gear, the Tech gear, the Texas gear, the Oklahoma State gear. It is all so good looking and high quality products. I love my friends at Branded Bills. Head to brandedbills.com and use the code BBDLLS. That gets you 15% off your first order. All right, it's the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and we were talking about something or other in the first segment, and it was almost over, and Clarence said, you know, we really need to talk about, and then we cut him off to go to break because we have to contractually go to breaks at certain times to pay the bills, and so now we're back. Clarence, where were you trying to take us?
I was going to say that Noah Brown's mom was really nice.
That's what you want us to talk about?
That's what you want.
I thought we were talking about the mamas. Weren't we talking about the mamas?
Are you shooting a shot?
No. I was just saying fact.
Is she married?
I don't know.
So you are shooting a shot.
But I know she's hanging out with Don. They're on some island right now.
Who?
Zeke's mama, Don.
Oh.
Don Huff Elliott. You don't know Don Huff
You
Elliott?
are so tied into cowboy and ex-cowboy moms. It's insane.
It's a relational thing. We all have relationships here.
Oh, I thought you said we all have relations.
I mean, Jesse went to the big birthday party.
Don't try to put that
Jesse
in
likes the birthday party.
This is the stuff that does not need to go on air.
What?
It just doesn't.
You was at a birthday party. You was on the guest list.
It just doesn't.
But you was on the guest list.
It just doesn't. It just doesn't need to be on air.
Anyway.
What was your question?
Where were you actually going?
The receiver thing. The receiver thing. I know it's cool. You have CD and Pickens. And you're paying Pickens $27 million, right?
Yep.
$28 million. Drafting a receiver, it's not like CD's falling to you, okay? It's not like it's that falling star or whatever that we know is a top 10 talent that's falling to you.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there's a receiver in this draft that if they even available at 20 that I'd be like, oh my God, he's available. Like Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson,
Right.
Mekhi Lemon, whoever. None of them would be like CD at 17 to me.
Right. And so the idea that you would pick a receiver at 20 because Omar Cooper's the best, I mean, you're just putting chum in the water. You're just clouding the situation and making an already untenable situation worse with Pickens. Because Pickens is going to be on his team this year.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's going to be on his team this year.
We're just trying to get better.
I'm just saying to your very point that, and to your point, that you said that there isn't a receiver that if they fell to 20 that you would feel the way that you felt when CD fell to 17 or 18, whatever one it was, when he was snatching cell phones from females on draft day.
Now you're being
That
messy.
was messy.
That was messy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That was messy.
That was messy for no reason.
And so if they go and they do that, is that not a telltale sign of like we're looking to shift?
And if you're
with all the other needs that you have, and I get if you get to 20 and you're looking around and you're talking about best available as far as your board.
Yeah.
If Omar Cooper Jr. is the best available on your board and you're being true to your board, you say, well, he's the best on our board at 20. this is what we have to go with, despite the need at edge rusher or corner, opposite of whatever they picked at 12. And you know that you don't pick again until 92, in the third round. And you take a pass catcher at that position. Does the sirens not go off for you? That
I mean, I think we'll start printing PTB2 T-shirts for sure.
No, but to me,
that.
the sirens will go off, but it will go off to an extended controversy. Because unlike CD, when CD was falling and the best player, he was widely considered the best player at the position. There's no way that Omar, anybody at 20, is going to be appreciably better than a defensive player or somebody else that's available to you, because it ain't like that. We just talked about ain't none of these receivers that do. Okay,
yeah, the more you keep talking, the more it just makes my point.
Well, if they do it right,
if they do it,
and so to me, if you do it, then you're causing your own problems. I mean, you're adding to the problem. You're making an untenable situation even more complicated on purpose. For what? Not for CD. I'd be different if you were getting CD. I can understand causing problems, adding to the controversy, adding to the drama for CD, not for just the dude.
Well, and I don't think it has to be that it adds any sort of like controversy, or like if you're the Cowboys front office and you realistically believe, not that this pick means we're going to trade him or whatever, but if you are of the belief that we're not going to have a $40 million receiver and a $35 million receiver with our $60 million quarterback, like we're just not going to do that, then you think this is probably Pickens' last ride. And the teams who aren't in the same spot as the Cowboys and the Bengals are like in the exact same spot. Really good offenses, terrible defenses, and for years they've been missing in the draft. They haven't been bringing in more talent than they're losing every year. But for most good teams, you'll hear people talking about while they draft in the first round, well, so-and-so's contract is up this year, and so this guy can replace that guy in a year. Like, that's part of drafting, is managing your roster forward. They just happen to have been so free agency averse and losing people and not drafting well that we have such giant needs that the idea that they could use a pick to prepare for the future seems reckless. And it shouldn't be. You should fill your roster with guys that allow you to do that.
And I know we need to move on, but I'm glad you said giant need. You know the biggest need on this team?
Starting linebacker.
No, winning damn now.
Oh.
Okay? Winning
I didn't know that was an option.
now. Huh?
I didn't know that was an option.
Right.
I thought we were
winning
talking about players.
Damn now. Not filling our roster for 1 or 2 years
the
down the road.
Super Bowl.
The biggest need is winning damn now.
Yep.
And this whole offseason, to me, should have been about, or supposed to be about, winning damn now. We got an offense. We need to improve the defense. We've talked about it. Jerry's talked about it. How New England went from out of the playoffs into the Super Bowl. Seattle went from out of the playoffs into the Super Bowl. I'm trying to go from out of the playoffs into the damn Super Bowl now. Not worrying about filling out my roster 2 years from now. Okay?
Well, then go sign some free agents so we can draft the best.
Well, I'm just saying, that's my mind. That's been my mindset the whole offseason, okay? And when decisions around the whole offseason, that's why, and you can say we want to do this, but and they talk about culture and brotherhood and environment. You're trying to create the right environment to win now. That's improving the defense. That's also not pissing off one of your best players and putting some in the water on offense that shouldn't be there, because the offense was special last year. Let's keep what we have, that brotherhood, that CD, that Pickens, that Dak, that relationship. Let's keep all that.
You think it would?
Let's keep all that happy.
You think it would affect Pickens if they used a first round on a receiver?
I don't know.
Because I think he would look at him and be like, "Welcome, you're the third best receiver on our team."
No, yeah, that's on the field, but we're talking about the business, because we're mixing business with pleasure doing this whole thing. We're mixing,
which reporters probably shouldn't do.
That's fair.
That's fair thing,
no,
right?
See,
and that's not just to one reporter.
That's to this one
it's
over
to
here.
Two, at least.
Listen,
this one over here.
I always tell people it's about working and networking. Every event is networking. You know,
you don't got to network too strong though.
It's how you network, for sure.
I would say if you're an NFL coach, you don't need to drive 125 miles twice in one day to network throughout the day by the
What if you're getting reimbursed by the mile?
Fair.
You know what
A
I'm
fair
saying?
point.
You know what I'm saying? If you
fair
got
point.
get your miles worth.
We was just hiking, man. Me and my friend was just hiking.
It might have been. That's a long drive each direction for the
remember
coach for a
I remember
hotel
when
he's not
Jay-
staying
I
at.
remember when Jay Glazer on the Cowboys bus was some down in L.A.
What does that mean?
You remember when Jay Glazer on the Cowboys bus?
You think Jay Glazer and Jerry had a relationship like that?
That was girls on the bus. It was girls on the bus. Girls on the bus.
Just
going around there, right?
That's okay.
Just us
Remember that
girls.
girls on the bus?
That's not the same
And they
thing.
didn't have the curtains down. No, it was a big controversy at the time.
That a reporter was partying with the Joneses?
No, that the Joneses were partying with girls on the bus.
Oh. So somebody
See,
was
this is
new
the-
to the
Cowboys?
Cowboys?
the
This
reason-
was why this is not no secret.
This is
Been
why,
thrown
this
out
is
of
why,
school.
this is why Tad
And
don't
you know
let
who?
you get
And you know who was
nowhere.
also on that bus?
I was.
The reason? No, the head of NFL officiating. He was on that bus. That's why we became a scandal.
That's important. That's just good idea.
You know, that's
a good idea.
You remember that? You gotta remember that?
Not really.
It was in training camp.
No, but that's a
Was
good
it-
idea.
It was right after the Dez catch. The dude from NFL, what's the guy I can't think of?
Blandino?
Blandino was on the bus.
Yeah,
Oh.
Blandino.
I've drank with Blandino.
He was on the
Nice
bus
guy.
with Jerry, with and Steven, and yeah, this is public knowledge.
Yeah. How did we get here?
Jesse drove off the road to talk about other reporters.
How did we
Jesse drove off the road to talk about other reporters and mingling.
I don't know how we got here.
Are you going to finish your statement?
I'm finished. I'm just saying that we don't. It's about winning now. I don't want to create an environment for next year. We don't know we're trying to win damn now, and I don't want because it's already going to be a tenuous situation in training camp with this picking stuff. I don't think we should unnecessarily, especially for somebody that ain't CeeDee Lamb, that ain't special like that. Why should we create a controversy, add to a controversy for somebody that ain't special when we need help on defense? And he won't be appreciably better than a defensive prospect picked at the same time.
Unless he will be, which he could be. Telling the future is hard. We'll talk about Dane Brugler released a beast today. He's the draft guy at The Athletic, one of my buddies from way back. Been talking draft with him for forever. And we'll get to that, but we don't have time for it in this segment. So let me just snuggle in another round of the latest NFL draft rumors from Lance Zierlein, our guy Lance Zierlein.
What you laughing about? What are you laughing about?
John.
John is back there.
Lance Zierlein says, in digging around, I think.
Not donging around.
Not donging around. That's what I do. That's what I call it.
Nobody dongs like you.
When I'm messing around. I call it donging around.
Lizzie?
He says, I think Keldric Faulk goes a little earlier than he's being mocked by most. And I guess that means number 12. Because I think he tends to be mocked like in the teens. Chance he could go at 10, by the way. Bengals are very much a big defensive lineman, traits defensive lineman, young defensive lineman. Bengals are very much in that they live in that world. But Keldric Faulk going earlier than he's being mocked by most, which makes sense because we were talking about this before the show. There is an appeal to the 20-year-old prospect. There's an appeal to what you can become in theory, as opposed to the older prospect who it's like, you're already a full adult. That's who you're going to be. There's an appeal to the baby. Akeem Messidor might go a little later than I've been mocking him, from Lance Zierlein. Makes sense. I think it makes sense to have an aversion to the 25-year-old rookie.
I think you're age prejudiced. I think
I'm fine with it.
You're supremely
I'm
age
fine with
prejudiced.
Age president.
If you smoked,
You are.
If you rolled up and smoked the whole SEC when you were 19, dang, I can't wait to see how good you're going to be.
Right.
If you didn't beat up on the ACC when you were 23, it's just different.
But
It's
is there no
different.
such thing as late bloomers?
Yeah, and that's why I'll still pick you in the first round.
Okay.
You'll get a chance to play in the league. You're just not going to get first round money.
If you go tape,
I'm not mad at 20 for Messidor.
I'm not mad at 20. I'm not mad at 20.
Okay.
I'm mad at 12.
Okay.
I'm not mad at 12.
All right, we're fair. We're fair there.
I'm mad at 12.
Okay.
He's my 17th best player. He plays a premium position. I'll take him at 20. But I do think, I think the league thinks that way too. There is definitely an appeal to how much growth is there for this guy that we're about to pick. And I don't think it's about age in terms of, oh my God, his career is going to be over in 8 years. No one gives half a damn about 7-8 years from now. It's the rookie contract. Like, I think that there's some appeal to, he's probably more ready. He has more experience. His frame is filled out. Like, we know the player we're getting, but you're probably not going to see anybody get appreciably better as opposed to when you drafted the babies. Like Jermod McCoy, who's 20 years old. More rumorooskies, or some things from Dane Brugler's piece at The Athletic are coming up in just a few minutes. But it is also a whiteboard. A whiteboard Wednesday. We have your super chats. It's a whiteboard Wednesday. And what we want to ask you in the chat is to hit the like button and to tell us who's your favorite, not the best, who's your favorite Cowboys draft pick of all time? Next. Shout out to our guys at WinStar World Casino and Resort. It is the best. It's pretty much just the best place to go. You know, you want a spot where you can have a nice little weekend that if you're in the DFW Metroplex, it's just a little trip up the road. WinStar World Casino and Resort destination unlike any other. As the world's largest casino, there's nowhere on earth that guests are going to find a larger collection of the electronic games. They got more than 10,500 of those bad boys, plus 100 different table games. They're rocking it at WinStar World Casino and Resort. You want to go up there and golf? You want to hang out by one of the couple of pools they got up there? They got you covered. More than 1,700 luxury hotel rooms, a 2-story spa for ultimate tranquility. And Lucas Oil Live, 300,000 square foot of entertainment venues. So head on up 35 right there, just north of the Texas-Oklahoma border. Will get you to WinStar World Casino and Resort. You will have yourself a time. Be sure to visit winstar.com for the most updated information before your next trip to WinStar World Casino and Resort.
If you love the NFL Draft, then this is your edge. The Die Hard NFL Draft Guide is built and based off of thousands of hours of film study, being boots on the ground, Shrine Bowl, Senior Bowl, Combine, talking to scouts, talking to coaches, really getting a feel for where these players are best going to fit and project in the NFL. And we're talking hundreds of players in this class.
Cowboy fans, you got to have access to Fran Duffy's Die Hard Draft Guide because he knows exactly what the Cowboys are looking for and has in-depth scouting reports on everybody that can help this team. So help yourself and be informed about the NFL Draft. Make sure you got Fran's Draft Guide.
All right, so what are you going to find in the guide? Well, you're going to find player comps. You're going to find strengths, weaknesses, physical tools, analytics, highlights, analysis from all across the space, everything you need to try and determine who are the best players for your team. You get access to the guide if you're a diehard, and you'll also get access to a couple of individual breakdowns I'm doing specifically for your team. All right, look, if you want surface level breakdowns, you can get them anywhere, but if you want independent thought, if you want thorough breakdowns on all of these prospects, become a diehard, get the guide. Or you can get access to the 2026 guide for just $26. Let's win draft season.
It is the DLS Cowboys podcast. I see one there says, Messidor and Rodriguez, would you be mad? I would. I would be furious until the next day. And I'd be like, I'm happy to have both of them on my team. I don't want to keep Messidor at 12, and I don't want Jacob Rodriguez at 20.
Let me tell you right now, I'm on board for everything Jacob Rodriguez. I stand for Jacob Rodriguez.
Okay,
Jacob Rodriguez, I salute you.
Tell him about the military discounts.
Jacob, I'm a fan now. I like
his wife
the game.
is a helicopter pilot.
She is.
She's
in the Army. She's a helicopter pilot in the Army. Jacob living my life.
Maybe that's a segment, or if they do get Rodriguez,
his wife.
All the military discounts, I will list them.
No,
if they draft Jacob Rodriguez, you want to meet his mother?
No.
Yes, you do.
The greatest Hispanic draft picks in Cowboys history.
The undrafted free agent Romo got to be the best one.
I said
Tony
draft
Casillas.
pick Tony Casillas right now.
Well,
we can't talk about Raphael Septien anymore.
Why? What happened to him?
You got a little scandal. You don't know about Septien?
No, what happened there?
Why do you know? Why are you?
No, I absolutely. I just want to make you say it on the air.
What you mean?
You know all of the messy.
It's
Jesse,
not the messy.
Septien was kid stuff.
It's not the messy. It's Cowboys history.
Yeah, it was not good. Not good. Anyway, it's a whiteboard Wednesday, and thank you for. It's definitely not tote that thing in any way, shape, or form.
It's White Boy Wednesday.
But no, it's a whiteboard Wednesday.
I mean, Jesse said White Boy.
White Boy Wednesday.
It's
See?
Whiteboard Wednesday, which
presented to you
by FanDuel Predicts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So we have written down our favorite Cowboy draft picks of all time. And I saw a bunch of them in the chat. We appreciate you guys in the chat. I saw some CDs. I saw, what is that, a Moose Johnston in there?
There was a Dez Bryant in there for sure.
Saw a Dez Bryant in there. Saw a bunch of different ones in there.
Dez was always like
Zach Martin.
Got Herschel Walker in there.
Take, Johnny Manziel, Herschel. Yeah. We got some folks in there. Yeah.
Sean Lee.
Dez one will always be special to me because of how it happened.
The lies
that came before it. Because I was a part of the Cowboys at that time, and we left that particular time of the year right before the draft, and we were told by then, was it head coach or OC, that we were going strong into the draft because we had a pretty good offense at that time. Right. You had Tony, you had Jason Witten, you had Roy Williams, the receiver, Patrick Creighton, Miles Austin. They had just traded for Roy. You had Marion Barber, Felix Jones in the backfield. Like offensively, you still had the offensive line was still set. Good draft. It was like we're going full on defense in the draft. And I remember everyone kind of just dispersed and we were doing our own thing. And I was in Cancun, Mexico. Cancun. With this young lady. She was an OBGYN. It was a very great vacation.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It started great. It ended terribly. But as we're getting dressed.
Why did it end terribly?
Oh, because we just didn't vibe. She wanted to be the boss and tell me what to do and order me around. And that just wasn't. You
didn't know that before you went on vacation?
You learn a lot about you want to know a lot about a person? Go on vacation with them. Go on vacation with them. Live with them and go on vacation with them. You'll learn everything you need to know. Anyway, we're getting dressed for dinner. The TV is on Spanish. And I don't know anything that they're saying, but I know the Cowboys pick is next.
Jacob Rodriguez would know.
And
he might.
As we're getting dressed, I'm like, oh, we're good. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a defensive player. I forgot who was around there for defense. And all I heard was Dez Bryant. I looked at the TV and it changed the way that I vacationed.
You went home.
It was
to work out.
I was like, oh, we're not splurging on this vacation because I may not have a job when I get back.
And it's not like you can beat him for the job.
Yeah,
so now you got to look around at somebody else on the roster.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
and I'm like, they just paid Roy $49 million and traded for him. And Miles was on the ascension. And Patrick Creighton was still there. All that. And then I went to the safe, got my phone out. And every one of the receivers were calling me. And were hot.
Your phone was in the safe?
Yeah.
Oh, they weren't saying sorry, Jesse?
Was it one of them bag? Was it one of them bag phones? Why was your phone in the safe?
Because I didn't need it. I was on vacation.
Yeah.
Put it in the safe. See, unlike you, I can detach from my phone.
But you put it in the safe?
Yeah. Well,
in a hotel?
What so you want me to put it?
I don't think we need to waste 90 seconds on this, Clarence.
All right, here we go.
I don't think it matters where his phone was.
You ever put your phone in the safe when you're at a hotel? I mean, you've been traveling the world. You was in Japan, okay? Did you put your damn phone in the safe?
I don't think I've ever used a hotel safe because I just don't believe that I would remember what code I put on it. And so I would just lose. I would have to take the safe home with me. Favorite Cowboys draft pick of all time. Who wants it?
I'll go first. I mean, it's a chain of events for me, right? Like chain of events for me. He doesn't get drafted by the Cowboys. He doesn't do what he does and win 3 Super Bowls. And then have the relationship that he had with Jerry Jones, I may not be sitting here with you. I mean, the easy answer for me is the playmaker, 88. Michael Irvin being drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. He came in and he was the one when they brought in Jimmy Johnson. He got them things. He got them right. Mike got him right, got things back on track. And then they went on to win 3 Super Bowls and he becomes an NFL legend and one of the most legendary Dallas Cowboys of all time. And because of his influence and his relationship with Jerry Jones, he got Jerry Jones to sign off on a wild reality TV show that allowed me to get back in the National Football League after I was in the league, lost everything.
This is called loyalty. This is almost like when you're loyal to your sources. Like people go loyal to the sources, they go on vacation, they have to be in hotels. This is called loyalty. This is how you loyal to your source. He loyal to the man that got him in the league.
I have never thought about it this way before, but Jesse Holley, you are everything that is wrong with the Dallas Cowboys. Technically, you are everything that's wrong with this organization.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Once you got to camp,
and boom goes the dynamite.
you earned your way.
I almost cussed on air. You almost had me cuss on that.
You earned your way. You weren't supposed to make the team. You earned your way. You earned your way.
Yeah.
You are the
You're part of
shining
the
example
circus.
of
You're the
everything
circus.
that's wrong with this team. But then you went and earned it. So good on you.
Yeah.
But my God,
You a circus.
we're going to have a reality TV show for somebody to come to training camp. It was a good thing Jesse Holly won because he went and made the damn team, which is amazing. But the concept in and of itself,
It
are the
screams-
symbol
It screams Jerry Jones.
of what's wrong with this team.
Yeah. Thanks, Jerry.
Can I
why
give
I
you
never
something
talk-
messy?
That's why I never talk bad about you, Jerry.
See?
Austin said I should have said with all due respect before I said that.
Because he didn't. Yeah.
I'll do like this here.
Okay.
I named my dog CD. So CD Lamb is my favorite Cowboy draft pick of all
Two for
time.
two of them 88s, baby.
Because you need to do Antonio Bryant.
What about the tight end? What about the forgotten tight end?
I don't remember who that is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the CD Lamb one, I was so sure. I was just so used to the Cowboys not doing the right thing that I remember going through that entire draft season. And when I would run the little simulators and do mock drafts on my little tiny personal YouTube page, if CD Lamb was available at, I think it was 17. If CD Lamb was available, I would restart the simulator. I was like, that's dumb. Obviously, that's not happening. And so on draft day, when they got to being on the clock and CD Lamb was available, I was on air bracing myself and the people like, all right, I'm not going to get my hopes up that they're going to take my fourth best player in this draft. I am going to get ready for Kayvon Chason because they need a pass rusher, which this is all the lesson you need in making sure you take the best player. You could have had Kayvon Chason, and by year 5 or 6, he would have been an okay pass rusher. Or you could take the gifts that the draft gods offer you and say, oh, all you are idiots? We accept. We'll take the best player. CeeDee Lamb. And so I was real excited that they did the right thing, that he made it that far. And then right about then, I adopted a puppy. And I was just still real happy. So he became CD. And he did not. CD's still having a nice career. My CD did not. His career's over. He's retired. And so I named my new puppy Galadriel because she's older than the sun and the moon. And so this one might make it longer than 6 years.
You named her what?
Galadriel.
How do you? Galadriel, come here.
No,
Galadriel's sick.
No, Gal.
Does she go by Gal?
Yeah, she's Gal.
I
Gally.
wonder why he's having trouble training the dog.
I mean, I'm saying she don't know what name to
no,
go by.
I'd never really say
Bro,
Galadriel.
you brought out some people in this chat. Scroll up, John. I've never seen anybody go right there. Chase Play Cool. I've never seen this before. He's like, he called me Nepo Jess. I'm glad. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I always want a good. If you know me, you know I am a fan of nepotism. I am a fan of nepotism. I just want it to happen to me more often.
I just want to know who this woman was that was bossing you around. She was older than you was.
No,
she was younger than you.
She was a doctor.
Can
I
we
know
find
she was
her?
a doctor.
Can we find her on Instagram or something? You remember her full name?
Yeah, he
I
knows
do.
her full name.
All right,
I do.
We'll find her.
We'll find her.
We did. We had to do that in San Francisco. He brought up one date, and Clarence was like, goes into journalist mode. He's like, I'm going to find her. Who's your favorite Cowboy draft pick of all time, and why was it somebody in the 60s?
We watch in black and white.
Why y'all doing that? Why y'all would do it? Y'all do some ageism stuff, man. Y'all funny. Y'all, I don't like that too. You making me mad. You're pissing me off. We do ageism stuff.
Was it Manster?
Tony D was my favorite player, and I want to say my favorite pick.
Hold your board up.
It's up. You can't see it. Okay, Tony D. But I cheated.
You can't cheat. It's not allowed.
Dak Prescott is my favorite pick.
That's cheating.
The second, fourth round pick. I don't know if they're favorite pick. They got lucky in the Dak Prescott, but because of what he's mentioned his franchise and the relationship we had with reporters, he's my favorite draft pick for sure. But Tony D had me liking Tony D over Earl Campbell. I grew up in Texas. Huge Longhorn fan all my life. Big Earl Campbell fan. I just love me some Tony D.
It's fun when it's fun when you're younger, because now that you're older, like not you, people, me,
him.
Like I don't think my answer will ever be anyone they draft now.
Right.
That I'm 41 years old. I'm like the kid.
You just said CDs.
I know, but I was closer to being a kid. I matured at like 38. I became an adult at 38.
5 years ago.
At 35, I was still 19. So it was like the world was different. Now it'd be like, now it's just the kids. You know, none of them will be my favorite draft pick. I'm too old. Like, it just can't be anybody that's going to be new. Somebody in the chat said Tyler Booker. Like, they're probably 20.
How can you be Tyler? How can Tyler Booker be your favorite pick?
Maybe they're 15.
He ain't made a Pro Bowl yet.
Maybe they're 15. We're not reading that one on the air.
Wait, which one?
It's
Jackie?
the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
Jackie, we're better than this.
And yes, John, if you could read what Nesto said right there, not out loud, and you don't have to put it on the screen, but if you could take out the word Tony when you pull the audio of that, I sure would appreciate it. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
I mean, that's just wrong, man.
The second best draft guide on the planet just dropped. We'll go through some of the things we can learn from Dane Brugler's Boost. It's next. What a time it is right now for you to sign up to be a diehard. The limited time intro offer of $36 for that first year. We're still rocking it. Take advantage of it. If you haven't yet, it is a perfect time right now because discounts are good. You know, you have to sell it to your significant other that look what you bought. You know, you get into a battle of the things that someone else bought and you're like, look, but I got a discount. It basically would have cost me money to not do this. So you get signed up to be a diehard for $36 for your first year instead of $79.99, and it still comes with that free t-shirt when you sign up. We got some brand new baseball gear that you might like. Do you like baseball? I like baseball. Baseball. Hats, shirts, hoodies. But the t-shirt is what you can get for free. You pick your favorite one from our merch store when you sign up to be a diehard, and bang, you get that. You got some cool hockey stuff there. And of course, your football gear as well. When you sign up to be a diehard, $36 for the first year. Free t-shirt as soon as you do it. You get your little diehard box in the mail that includes your diehard carrying card. Does not work as proof of insurance or as a license. I have found that out. But it's fun to try. And it's a sweet thing just to have in the wallet. You'll be like, bang, look at me. Diehard. You also get access to the draft guide. Fran Duffy, our ALLCITY draft expert, puts together his draft guide every year that is for the diehards. And it's great. It's super great. Over 300 players. You're going to have the scouting reports on them. Very in-depth scouting reports. This is from gathering information of not only watching the tape of these guys, but being at the college all-star games, the Shrine Bowl, the Senior Bowl, being at the Combine, talking to scouts and executives on top of watching the film. Fran's got you covered. So with the draft coming up just a couple of weeks away, you want to be in the know. You want to be plugged in. Well, take advantage of the sale on being a diehard. Get access to the draft guide, and you'll just feel like such a thrifty person. Sign up to be a diehard today or else. Not a threat. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and today is a holiday. You know, here at DLLS, here at ALLCITY, we've had Fran Duffy's draft guide out for a while, and you guys need to make sure you sign up to be a diehard to have access to that. So, you know, I've been caught up on all these prospects, but it's still a holiday when our friend Dane Brugler drops The Beast. And it is out now, and so we're just doing free advertisement for The Athletic. But that's okay, because, like, Hellman jumps on with us and Dane jumps on with us. So
Those are friends, man.
We'll call it trade, and they are our friends. I think Dane was the original co-host of Trust the Tape, if I remember right. Or maybe we had a different one and called it something else. Doesn't matter. Then he made too much money, and he wasn't willing to do that for just a little bit of money. I don't think that's how that happened, but best not to worry about that. But The Beast came out. And so we can go through some of the different rankings. We have his top 10, his top 20, his top 30, and the positional rankings. I can see where he's right and where he's wrong and fight him on that. So, John, if you just want to start throwing graphics. So the best players in this draft, according to Dane, the dream would be that at 12, someone on this list or someone not on this list has been picked by another team, ideally two someones, to let you have a first-round graded player, get you a top 10 player. And so the likelihood of that happening for any of these guys, it's possible. And I think this just points over and over again to the same thing for the Cowboys. My dream, which will not change, is that number 5 on this list is available to be picked number 12 because he plays safety. Arvell Reese being the best player in the draft, he will not be available to you. 20 years old, by the way. All you guys who want old people.
What do you have, Reese?
I think he's like player 4 for me.
Yeah,
Hold on, I can pull him up.
Who's your number one player?
Caleb Downs.
Safety is your number one player.
Yeah.
You know he won't be drafted number 1.
You know, Clarence, Christian Parker and I really value the nickel position. You know, versatility, playmaking.
Draft a nickel? No, you're going to draft a nickel.
Culture of the defense, forced turnovers. He didn't even get to force a bunch of turnovers at Ohio State because the quarterbacks would snap the ball and be like, all right, we're throwing this. Oh, crap, that's Caleb Downs. And then they just move on over here. And then he'd be blitzing, and he would hit them in their back while they were trying to throw the ball. Caleb Downs is awesome. So, yeah, that's his top 10 players there. And then if you're open to it, can I get the top 10 again? If you're open to it, let me see if I agree with Dane on this one too. So Reese, Jeremiah Love, Fernando Mendoza, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, Mansour Delane, David Bailey. Spencer Fano's the other one that depending on how the draft goes, I don't want the Cowboys to be closed off to the idea that that could be the pick. If you have your 8th best player available and you're picking 12, to pretend that an offensive tackle is not something that would help your team is disingenuous to me.
Right.
I don't want to be not open to the idea that that's the pick. And I understand how much help you need on defense. So after the draft, what we do is we start to all gather together. We make signs. And they say, do your job.
Right.
And we demand that the front office now use free agency that's remaining, trades, to go help my defense. You don't got to force it and say, offense is off limits. If the right player is available and he can help your team, don't be afraid to pick the player. Don't be afraid to pick a top 10 player because I must have if it's true that they won't draft Jermod McCoy, I must have a pass rusher. So I'm going to pick, let's see 11 through 20. Let me see who's on 11 through 20. So the Cowboys, instead of picking an offensive lineman, look at that, 11 and 12, offense, 13, offense, 14, a guy that the Cowboys allegedly will not pick, 15. So do we just pick our 15th best player instead of our 8th best player because we need an edge player? And we pick Keldric Faulk? I think that's bad business. Akeem Messidor, by the way, not in his top 20. And that's the name that Brian Broaddus and I fought about the other day was Akeem Messidor, where I'm like, 20's fine, 12 is not to me. Not a top 20 player, according to Dane. And this is his tape, and I think he also factors in talking to people and trying to get a feel for where these guys are going to go. Kenyon Sadiq, 16, Oregon tight end. At 20?
Before we move to that, like just on the offensive lineman topic.
Yeah.
Because, of course, to go offensive lineman, 3 drafts in a row, some people may riot. Right.
See, and I think I would counter it with, instead of saying how many do you need to use here, just phrase it as, oh, wow, that's a front office that really cares about the trenches.
But for me is the one thing about if you find a left tackle, like if you find one, you're good for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Like the hope is that you're good for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And now I don't have to worry about, to me, a premium position. Like left tackle for your quarterback is a very, very much so premium position.
Yeah.
And so if you...
And hard to find.
Extremely hard to find.
Teams are trying over and over and
every
over.
year. Every offseason, someone's trying to find a left tackle to shore up their offensive line and to help in their passing game. And so if there's one that's available will stay healthy, and because to say for him to be Tyron Smith is a lofty goal.
Yeah.
But somewhere in between not being the guy that we have now
and Tyron.
I'll
take dead in between it.
Give me somewhere in between
dead
that.
middle in between
Give me the positive end of close to the middle of that.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Better be a question.
Better be a question, obviously.
Oregon's been good for a while, right?
Oregon's been good for a while, yeah.
They don't have a litany of high-end players. I mean, I was just thinking about that. I messed with Joe about that because I messed with him about Oregon. But I was just looking at
Thieneman. They had a receiver who was supposed to be good, but he got hurt last year.
I'm not talking about going to the draft. I'm talking about history.
Oh.
I mean, you look at as great as Oregon has been, and always been contending going back to
Buckner.
I mean, Penei Sewell, Rick Armstead, Christian Gonzalez.
That's pretty good.
That's 3. I'm talking about the history. There's not.
Well, they're not a historically good college, right? What's it been, like 8 years they've been good?
No.
Is it longer than
that?
that?
Go back to the Joey Harrington days.
They go back.
Right?
No, what's the coach that was at Green Bay? I can't think of his name now. They ran all the players out of Green Bay.
Kelly.
Yeah, Chip Kelly. They've been good for a while.
Yeah.
And there's not a litany of Oregon stars. And I'm just trying to figure out, as we look at Sadiq and we look at, I'm like, there's something missing. It's kind of like Duke basketball. You know,
Sadiq's
it's not
a
a
player.
litany of great. I mean, North Carolina got some legendary stars. I'm just saying Duke basketball don't always translate to the NBA. I'm not taking a shot. I'm just saying that as great as that program
Yeah,
has
Cooper
been,
Flagg sucks.
Okay, see now you go. Okay, how about let's do Christian Laettner. Let's do a lot of guys.
Wasn't Christian Laettner a good player?
No,
Not an NBA player.
No,
He wasn't a good NBA
no, no.
He was okay.
I don't know. I'm 41.
He was okay.
All right. Well,
I'm just saying it didn't trend that Duke legends. They're not a litany of a lot of great Duke legends in the pros. That's all I'm saying.
You done tearing down Oregon
No,
randomly?
but I'm asking. I'm just saying. I don't know if you ever thought about that, but I mean, there's not a lot of great Oregon.
No.
I mean, all the offensive skill position players, all the offenses they've had, ain't no lot of skill offensive players. They're best guys. You know, you look at
the tight end this year, they're going to have a tight end next year that's going to be the same thing. Evan Stewart, the wide receiver, was supposed to be a monster, but he got hurt.
Yeah,
Dante Moore's going to be a high pick. Their quarterback will be a high pick next year. Emmanuel Pregnon, the guard, I really like, and I don't see anybody who likes him the way that I like him, but I think he's a top 40, top 50 player this year. I guess I don't view them as being like.
Panay Sewell might be the best player they've had in.
Well, he's a Hall of Famer. I'd take that. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'm just saying, Panay Sewell, right?
Yeah.
He's off his line, but I'm saying they've been known for high-end offenses for years.
College is weird. You can have great offenses without NFL players. The different hashes and all the RPO, like it's just different.
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just trying to because I was just looking. I was like Oregon, they just don't put the great guys in the NFL.
No, you just go to Georgia, Ohio State, Bama, North Carolina, and Texas, of course.
And Florida's, they got Miami got some, historically.
Yeah, historically for sure. Josh is in the super chat. Thoughts on trading up from 12 and 20 to get 2 of the big 6? That would be a lot of fun. If you got to 12 and Ruben Bain and Caleb Downs were available, pick one of them, then call the Rams. They pick 13th, and you say, we'll give you 20 and next year's 2. Do we have next year's 2? I don't know. But something like that. Then come get Bain. That would be fun. Gorilla Man is in the super chat. Bain, Downs, Delane, all at 12. Who is the pick? To me, it's Caleb Downs. I just told you he's number 1 for me, so I can't be a liar, can I? I can't be a liar.
No, you can't.
I
You
gotta
can't
take Caleb Downs.
because picking for your board and picking for the team is different.
I want it to line up as close as it can.
I know. Is that realistic?
Yeah, I think it's realistic to be close. Like if you could skip a quarterback, you could skip a guard.
Right, because it's not because you don't always because the quarterbacks are the best players, right?
Yeah,
they're ranked.
But this team doesn't need to skip tackle. They don't need to skip receiver. They don't need to skip tight end. For the right player, if Jeremiah Love was there at 12, I don't think you have to skip running back. There's very few things that you can't do, is what I believe, and then you adjust from there.
What are the biggest needs for this team to win now next year? Is it a
Starting
safety
linebacker,
is it a pass rusher?
Yes, and a linebacker. Right? I mean,
You have a
linebackers.
chance. You can only pick one. You can only pick, and that's what the exercise is going to be.
Well, the answer is linebacker.
Edge.
Okay.
It's edge.
It's
edge.
edge.
It would be
It's
edge.
You got to pick Bain over Downs.
Well, see, I wouldn't, especially at the very top of a draft. I think intentionally picking an inferior player is so dumb.
Is he that much inferior?
It's like number 1 versus number 5. But like, I have no questions about Caleb Downs, and I do on Ruben Bain.
You had the arm question about
Right.
him.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
But then the other question is about Downs. Is he's kind of short in stature. It's not,
he's not an
I
overwhelming.
think he's the size of a safety. Like he might be in the 35th percentile instead of 50th. Like he might be a little smaller than average. That's fine.
Okay.
Like Bain's a big time outlier, and I'm betting on him. I'm not hating on him. I'm betting on
But the
him.
other thing is the positional value and impact.
Nickel. Tot now. Highest paid cornerback in the league plays nickel. Weak sizzle. Jeff, a.k.a. Draft Goat, is Cassius Howell this year's Donovan Ezeraku. Arsenal of pass rush moves, but he'll go in the 25 to 40 range. You're cool with him at 20. 20 is probably a little bit early for Howell for me, but he fits what you need. You need juice turning that corner, and he's got that. Vance is in the super chat. Happy Beast Day. Now we have another draft guide that may be just as awesome as Fran Duffy's draft guide here at All City, of course. Sign up to be a diehard today. Talk Cowboys. Joined late. Did you discuss Uar Bernard? Uar Bernard, of course, is a international pathway program player who might be the greatest athlete who ever lived. And I bet you, even though we have zero tape of him playing in pads, I bet you it gets him drafted. The team will take a 7th-round pick and go, let's just see what he looks like in 3 years. And Spencer's in the super chat. In the draft, we hear this guy's a top 5 guy or top 10 guy or a first-round guy, second-round guy. How do you define what those labels mean? We all use this language. It's just tiering players. I think you could even ignore people saying the round grades because people get mad because I don't have 32 first-round grades. All you're doing is saying how much you value each player, and that helps you determine when you should trade up, trade down, et cetera, et cetera. Just ignore the round grades and just say they're tiers. Join us at WinStar for the draft, baby. We're going to be there. More deets to come. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
We all silly like the mayor.